Hi, it's Marty from Marty's Classic Cars. I hope you're all keeping well and welcome to the video. A couple of videos ago I had a problem with my Saab roof, which I highlighted and looking at the back of the reservoir and so on. And to be honest, I was a bit of a flummox why it wasn't working. The warning light came up as to problem with the roof. And not being the greatest expert in the world on these, I had to take advice on it. One day after my college day, I went up to Birmingham, from Worcester to Birmingham, to get some advice from Bagnalls of Birmingham, the Saab specialist there, and Fraser there. Hats off to him, and a big shout out to him, so a big thank you to him. He did like a T2 test on it for me, which is the Saab designated diagnostic tool to find out what's going on with it. And he highlighted it possibly is the sensor in the back behind the passenger seat on the left hand side of the car. He said that can basically have like a domino effect on the other sensors, and what basically happens if that one gets corrected, it might resolve the problem. He gave me some advice on looking at it, so we'll have a look at it today. It may well be, it might need a new sensor, or it may be adjustable or whatever. It might come dislodged or something like that. He said sometimes that happens. He said to look at that first, and if not, obviously we'll have to sort out another sensor for it. But so thank you for him for giving me that advice. What I'm going to do is have a look at the car today. Check the fluids first, look at the sensor, and see if we can remedy the situation from there. It may not be totally resolved, we don't know, but that's going to be the situation at the time, so we'll have to look at it as and then and see what happens. Okay, but without no further ado, let's get back into it. Thank you very much. Okay, the first thing we're going to need to do is have a look at the reservoir behind the seat, and what you do for that is obviously enter the car and you have to pull the back seat down. And what happens here, if I can just get in, just need your key, goes in to a little slot there, turn him in, put him forward. That folds the seat down. You can then unhitch your seat belts. I don't know why I had these packing bits in here. I left that in there. I really don't know. That basically leaves these here. These are the original Saab screws and fixings which secure this panel here, this panel from the outside, and there's a couple of clips to pull out there. So what we want to do first is just undo those. Just pull those out like so. Receptacle there. That leaves these just to be pulled out, which you just leave them out slightly. Gently. do that, didn't I? If we take these out, it's more safely there, and that leaves 2 pegs here. And sometimes you can lever these out. I'll get into the back of it. So what I did here is lever the back of it off. That pulls the grommet out as well at the same time. And you can carefully pull this cover off. That releases that. Shows this cover on there. You've also got the twist mechanism there to relieve the pressure if you want to operate the hood manually. Next process, you've got, I think it's 8 screws. There's 3 on the front here, 3 of these studs here, 2 there and 3 on the back, which are a little bit more awkward to get to. So just basically undo these. Again, a very old-fashioned mechanic. Not using a socket, which will speed things up. I'll just loose them off a little bit with these first. Not terribly tight in. And the back ones are a little bit more awkward because they're on a slant. But you still can get onto them. You don't have to go through the boot or anything, although that can be done as well. But I'll just get a socket and we can resume things a bit more quickly. Yeah. Difficult to pull the carpet back here as much. Be hand. safe, and then they do come out by, not too much problem. Let's see if I can get onto these back ones. Once you get the initial pretty much come out by hand. What the thing I've done here is you tilt the back once you got all the screws out, tilt it all back, then you can see that I put that as a wedge in there to keep it flat. That way I can see the level of the fluid inside. It does look a little bit damp under there, unfortunately. So this was done by Simply Saab, I think, some years ago, a couple of years ago. I seem to have a mishap there. So it could be a fluid leak, what I'm getting. But I'll check for the other sensor anyway. Let's have a look first. See, this is a standard 13mm. It's not tight in. In there a minute. See what level of fluids. I did top it up some while ago. Not the clearest in the world, the actual flash to see actually. I've opened the boot, guys. My wheel well looks dry, although it'll be a bit dusty, and where these stones come from I really wouldn't know. Obviously it needs a bit of a clean out, but it's not exactly like it's leaking under there, but it does look slightly damp down there, which is a bit unfortunate. I think it doesn't take very much. It's only, this isn't even a half a litre or something. It only takes several hundred millilitres to get to the maximum. I think we've dropped the level here, and I think this might be the culprit, unfortunately. It seems to be damp under here. I do remember drying it off. So I think this is the main culprit rather than being a sensor at this moment in time. So investigations would have to be made to either get a new pump or something on one of these. So that's where we are from now. So having had the work done by Simply Saab some time ago, I think they did replace the seals on that, as well as they did the ones in the near side and front side, all reconditioned. But I think that's the main pump under the reservoir there. Looks to be the main culprit rather than being a sensor by looking at it. It's all dry underneath. I didn't have any leaks on the floor or anything like that, because usually if you get one of the rams go under here or over the other side, what usually happens, you get leaks beneath the car, and the garage has been dry. So also I couldn't understand it malfunctioning in the first place. But it's obviously like the one at the back under the back seat that looks just under there, it's damp again. So whilst some of the oil has gone through the tracks to operate the other rams, okay, when I filled it up last time, what was left in the reservoir just came out underneath, under that tray underneath it. So hey ho, we'll have to get on to Saab specialist or whatever to see if we can get another one made, get another one for that. So hopefully they're available, as I say. So okay, another dollar, another day. Old cars. Yeah, but she's been very good. Basically, I mean, I've had the job done about 2002 time, something like that. I'll have to look through my records. So it's been about a few years out of it. But the initial things obviously lasted as long as the car did. So yeah, sometimes I regret not having a car with a sort of folding roof, which is just simple catches and all that, although it's less convenient. Press of the button these days, all the mechanics going with it, stuff to go wrong. Although it's very convenient at the time, you can just press a button and the roof comes back up and down accordingly. But sometimes the old-fashioned ones are the, more simpler the better for other reasons. Okay then, I'll sign off for now. Please help subscribe to the channel. If my channel did become big, I wouldn't want to go into merchandise and stuff like that. I'm not into members and that sort of thing. People either like the channel or they don't. I'm just grateful for people subscribing and viewing the content, as we are with these classic cars, it's all joining together and keep things going. Okay then, so I'll sign off for now. Put this back together and as I make my inquiries, try and get it sorted. Right, thank you very much for your time, and I'll keep you posted on developments. Thank you very much. Bye now.